How will my husband's deal be completed? Will it end positively for our family? Irina, 1985.
Can you read the question again?
Mhm.
Arena 1985. Okay.
How will my husband's deal be completed? Will it end positively for our family?
Okay. So the work of the family, so the husband's work, but also how does it affect the family? Okay. Um, so we're just looking at all the areas of the work. Yeah, so what we're seeing right away is a lot of static. So it's a lot. Okay, so what do we mean by that? So his mind is not stopping. So his mind is thinking, 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 thinking. And it's like creating like a static, like it's kind of like that's what it looks like to us. So there's no space, there's no spaciousness, there's no space around we want to say for like the divine. There's no space for source, there's no space. Well, of course source is always there, but wait, we need to create like a spaciousness, and that comes through the heart. So the intention we can see really clearly is money and success. So money and success is what keeps looping. Money and success. I need to make more money. I need to be successful. I need to make more money. I need to be more successful. That's what keeps looping. So we keep seeing that loop, but that's the loop of the mind. So that's not a good, it's not, okay, how do we want to say this? When you're trying, when anyone's trying, when we're trying to create anything, we're trying to manifest and create things on Earth, but the new Earth, Gaia, because Earth has already shifted. So Earth is shifting dimensions from 1, 2, 3, which is very mind-based, to 4, 5, 6, which is awakening your consciousness, awakening your inner light. We're seeing that he's not interested. He's not interested in any of that. None of that would matter to him. But we're saying, we're making the suggestion to him that maybe that's something to look at. Maybe it is something to look at. Maybe it is something that is actually more important. So, because for creation, there needs to be a flow of energy, a flow of source energy. And when you hold on things really tight, like with fear, because of course it's a lot of money. So on earth, it's like a just tight, we can just seize like tight grip, just tight grip of fear. And then the mind, right? We're playing all the things to be afraid of. But there's no spaciousness for source. There's no spaciousness for the divine. So there's that connecting with source and the divine creates this spaciousness to not just look for opportunities, but to bring in a vibration of success, to bring in a vibration of abundance. We would say he's very tight-fisted is what we're seeing. He's very tight-fisted. It's a lot of money, we understand, but this is not the flow state. It's not how to create abundance. And the world, Earth is shifting with or without anybody, but she's shifting in consciousness. So the old world was, yeah, tight grip and just, muscle through. But that's not the new Earth. The new Earth is Gaia, and Gaia is about consciousness, connection. the flow state, bringing in answers through the divine, co-creating through the heart. And the heart actually is the hardest thing to activate on earth. So, lots of people have said, oh, well, it's, been reduced to the romantic. It's not romantic. It is actually your higher self is connected through your heart. So we're saying that he's has a tight rein on everything. And he's sucking the life out of it. He's so tight that he sucks the life. There's no source energy that can come through. No source light. So well, it feels sad actually. We feel sad about it because this is actually many people, because fear is such a big grip on earth, but it's the mind. So that's not consciousness. The mind isn't consciousness. So the mind, that's where all the static is coming from. It's where all the fear is coming from. And then he's looping the fear over and over and over and over and over again. So it's almost like he's embedding the fear. So he thinks the heart is just romantic. It's not romantic. The heart is not romantic. The heart is the portal to source, to the divine, to your higher self. And it was reduced to romantic on earth because it's that powerful. So we can feel that it's intense. His whole mind is super intense. It's like how it looks for us is like gray, but it's like wires going over and over and over and over and over each other. Like, whew, there's like a desperation and exhaustion. It's like it feels like everybody's like exhausted, and it's like the energy just feels heavy. Like, we're so tired. It's kind of like we want him to look at, okay, success and money, but what's behind the success and money, right? So if it's to show everybody, that you're successful, then why do you need to show people? Like like if you need to show people in order for them to revere you, then they're not respecting you for being a human being. Like your human being, your being is first, not what you do, not what you accomplish, your being. Your being connecting to your heart, connecting to your higher self, connecting to the divine, connecting to source. So this is all news for him. He's never thought of this. He knows this. He knows it on a soul level, but he's not thought about it. He's blocked it out, which means he's blocked us out, which is like source. So we're just talking to him, seeing where the opening and the possibility of the opening is. Because of course, then it's going to affect the family, the partnership. So the I think what we can do for him now and for the family, I think what we can, yeah, we feel like so much tension in the jaw, like so tight, just so much tension in the jaw, and then just so tight with the fist, like just so tight. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna offer him like a reset. And so it's going to bring in a lot of source gold light. It's going to bring in a lot of light into his cells and a lot of love into his cells to activate him, basically. He's very disconnected, but of course he's not disconnected to source, but we're just releasing for him. It's so intense in the mind. It's like unbelievable. Like he will have headaches. It's gonna hurt. His head hurts. and his jaw hurts. So we're just gonna because the question was from Arena, so we're just gonna what we're seeing is their pathways are not open. And so we want to suggest that the pathways open, and we believe that his soul will understand this. But this is an opportunity to connect inside through the heart, to open up the space so that the opportunities can meet him. But, they can't meet him if he's all tightly closed. So, and you can say that, well, some people are very successful and they're very tightly closed and they're, billionaires and trillionaires and they've done it. But, they might not be light beings. Yeah. So don't compare yourself to other people because they might not have the consciousness that you have. And also your higher self and your consciousness will want you to learn different things in this life. And so we can't compare, well, this trillionaire did this and he was tight-fisted, and he was super controlling and tight-fisted, but and he made trillions of dollars, but that's not his path. Okay, so his path is as a light being, like a human being. And so he can't copy other billionaires or trillionaires. He can't copy their methods because they don't apply to him. So he's a heart-based soul. And so he's here to awaken and connect with his soul on earth and make decisions that are soul-led. So he can't compare himself to the other millionaires or billionaires or trillionaires because it won't land with his vibration. And then if he wants success, that is a definite way of not getting success. So I guess we want to say he has to know what his own vibration is, and he's a soul-based being. So he can now open that portal in the heart, and that will awaken kind of all of his systems instead of everything being kind of jammed. Right now, everything's like jammed shut. So it's very stressful. So we're just gonna, the message came through. So we're giving him the message. And so how he will feel, it will feel like a lot of light. It'll feel like there's like a spotlight on him. But it's a positive spotlight. It's a spotlight of unconditional love. But if you're not used to bringing that into your life, it's going to be very shocking. So we're just calming his nervous system, and we're seeing where in his system can there be an opening or an opportunity to bring this shift in to him and to his family. So yeah, the way he's pushing forward, we don't see that as the way for him because his higher self was, if he discounts the soul, his higher self, it's not the right vibration for him. So it will be blocked basically. So we just want to invite him to connect with his heart, connect to source, connect to his higher self, which is the soul, the oversoul, and then start shifting from there and kind of not listening to the mind, but the heart. He knows how to do this. So he knows how to do this, and he's been getting reminders to do this, and he's been ignoring them, thinking they're frivolous for what he's trying to accomplish. But it's actually the opposite. This is essential, and everything else is frivolous. So this is the first place to start. He knows how to do this. He knows. So we're only reminding him and just suggesting that he remember. And then we'll just bring in the source gold light for, yeah, just releasing. It's a lot of words want to come out of the throat. A lot of words want to be spoken. There's a lot of tension. So we're just releasing it for the family, and then the unspoken words, and then just releasing that for them to have an opportunity to have a conversation. But we're seeing, the jaw is like really tight, and then the teeth, especially on the left side, hurt. So we're just going to bring in source gold light, and then also to ask for a source reset, which will a reset to the original design of their consciousness. And then that actually brings in quite a huge shift, but it's very gentle. But it's an opportunity. So we're just going to offer that as an opportunity, and then maybe leave it at that. Okay, so we're just going to close Irina and her husband and the family, and just close that for now. I mean, we're just going to close it and just release it all to source.